Hey there, welcome back to the athomedive YouTube channel. My name is Joey, and today we're going to be doing an absolute necessity for all your fall favorite desserts. We're going to be making pie dough, so that you can make all your pie crusts for your favorite pecan pies, pumpkin pies, sweet potato pies, and everything in between. So sit back, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive right in. On the counter today we have 1 1/4 cup of AP flour, 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of granulated sugar, 5 tablespoons of butter that are really cold. And over here we just have ice water. We're going to be using about 4 tablespoons of this. So we're going to be doing this in the Vitamix today, just to show you the absolute easiest way to do it. Alright, so to get going today, what we're going to do is we're going to put the AP flour, the salt, the sugar, and the butter straight into the Vitamix. If you have a food processor, this works just as well. Now that everything's in there, aside from the water, we're going to go ahead and put the lid on, and we're just going to pulse it a few times. Now we're going to shake it around just to make sure the outsides get incorporated, and pulse it a couple more times. Alright, so now, if we look at it, you can see that it has like a slightly mealy texture, and all the butter is well incorporated. So since everything else is nice and smooth now, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the top off, and we're going to start adding in our ice water. So I'm going to start with 4 tablespoons, as I mentioned. I'm just doing the water, not the ice, because we want to keep it smooth, and we don't want to have to fight the ice cubes in there. So that's the 4 tablespoons of water, and we're going to pulse it a few more times. So now that the water is well incorporated, we're just going to take it, and we're going to dump it off into a bowl and make sure we can stir everything around and make sure everything's homogeneous. So now that everything's in a bowl, what I like to do is take it and just kind of squeeze it into itself to make sure that everything distributes evenly and gets all the drier pieces worked into the wetter pieces and back and forth, okay? So I'm just going to knead it several times, and then we'll be ready to go. Alright, at this point, you should be able to look at it and notice that it's not very dry. It actually just feels nice and doughy, kind of like biscuit dough. It's not very sticky, and everything is well incorporated. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing left. So we're ready to go, and what we're going to do now is we're going to wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the refrigerator for at least a half an hour. Alright, so we're back. It's been a half an hour, so the dough's had time to rest, and what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and lightly flour all of our surfaces that we're going to be working with. And we're going to take the pie dough and unwrap it here and drop it out and give it just a touch extra flour so we can coat it on both sides. Just going to kind of generically press it out, and then we're going to get to rolling. We're trying to roll the pie dough out to about 3/8 of an inch, generically in a circle shape. I like to drop my pie tin on there and make sure that I have enough room on both sides so that you can see that this would fold down in and go ahead and fill the pie dough out all the way. And then what I'll do is I'll just pick the pie dough up. I like to fold it in half so that you can just lay it on top and then unfold it back over. Tuck it all the way down in and make sure you're going all the way to the bottom. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take and make the crimps around the edges. So to make the crimps around the edges, I'm simply going to take 2 fingers in a pinching motion and 1 thumb, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this and rotate. And when I move, I'm putting my thumb where my index finger was, and my index finger is going on to blank pie dough. And what we're doing here is we're just pulling it together and forming a nice little rim. And that gives you that traditional crimped look. So now, you can either use a knife or scissors. It's completely up to you. I'm just going to use scissors because I happen to have them handy here. And we're just going to go all the way around the outside and trim off the excess dough. So there you have it, guys. That's your basic pie dough. Alright guys, well that wraps us up on the video on how to make pie crust. Comment below and let me know what your favorite pie is and how yours turns out. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.